Hey everyone, it's Kai with another Kaiism, and in the video this week I wanted to talk about boundaries and knowing when and how to say no. So what made me think about this is this past weekend I was at the mall and I was at a store, and first I was walking around the store and just wanting to try on a pair of pants to get the sizing guide right. And I was about to leave because I didn't find what I was looking for. And then the salesperson approached me and she said, okay, well, what are you looking for? And I told her, and she proceeded to help me very well and brought some clothes out for me within my size. And she kept kind of trying to push, you know, multiple pairs of pants, some of which were already pretty expensive, and was kind of get me to buy a pair of pants that I didn't really want in a color that I wasn't looking for. And for me, instead of feeling obligated to do what she wanted to kind of get that sale, I just said, oh, you know, that's not really what I'm looking for. Or, you know, there was a specific set of colors that I wanted. And it was just basically letting her know that unless I found what I was wanting, I wasn't going to buy. And I think a lot of people in that instance and in other instances feel an obligation to just go ahead and you know, make the sale, to say yes, not taking into account their own boundaries. And this was a very trivial matter. You know, it wasn't stressful at all, considering a lot of the things that we deal with in our daily lives. But it was just, you know, an example of me knowing my boundaries and being eloquent and articulate to speak that no matter what, and saying, no, it's not what I'm looking for. And, you know, I didn't want to buy something that wasn't for me. And that's the thing, like, and I was even talking about this in another video a few weeks back about trusting others. But I, as a person, I choose to divulge what I want. I choose what I want. And, you know, I think some people feel like they're taken advantage of by others. And I think a lot of times it's because they don't know their own boundaries and they don't know how to say no. And it's so often, you know, wanting to say yes to everybody and everything because they want to hurt other people's feelings. They want people to like them. They want approval. And I definitely feel like I was a lot like that in my past. But now, you know, I'm not. I know what I want, and I know my boundaries, and I know what makes me comfortable, and that's okay. And I think the more you know your boundaries and you gently state that, and hopefully sometimes you don't have to forcefully state that, people respect it and they admire it, because it's, you know, just because you say yes to everybody, just because you don't know your boundaries, it still doesn't mean that person's going to like you. It still doesn't mean that, you know, they're going to approve of you. And so it's just important to know your boundaries and don't do anything you're not comfortable with. Don't buy anything you don't want to. Just be you. Be bold, be brave, always. Hey, how's it going? It's Kai here. So if you have 5 minutes in your day, even less than 5 minutes, I think you should go ahead and subscribe to my weekly inspiration for your viewing pleasure. Really, just 5 minutes of inspiration. You can't handle that? And of course, if you want to have even more inspiration, back to back to back, you can check out more of my videos.